Hey guys, it's Stefan. Welcome back to nothing. This is preseason. I've been practicing a little bit with my duo partner, the Gangplank. So I have a Vi game here, and it's going to be a part. Vi is going to be a part of my champion pool in season 7. So I want to go through a replay with you guys because it's been a while since I put out a video, and I'd rather do a replay. Watch a replay and commentate over it since we have the new replay system, so I can use that to my advantage here. So, when you're playing, this wasn't ranked. I was at 21 LP in gold too. I've just been playing kind of, slowly through the preseason, but that will become more intense when we head into season 7. So, Vi, I like Vi. Um, she's really strong right now, high win rate, but even without that win rate, I was planning on playing her anyway because she's kind of similar to Diana. So playing those two champions is not going to be that much different. They have the whole 3 auto attack passive thing. They have the skill shot you need to hit with the Q, and then the ultimate. So they're quite similar. Anyway, so this is patch 6.23, and obviously, as you guys might not know, when you do red buff to Krugs, you instantly just get level 3. And the reason Vi has become so good, and you start W by the way, and this Braum, I like that he helped me out here. The uh the thing about Vi now is that you can start W quite easily. I think it did that anyway, but this time you can do it because you start buffs and they don't have any meanies around, so just going W just makes it really fast. You do take a little bit more damage because you don't have a spell to proc your passive shield at level 1, but that's okay. So I'm level 3 here. I'm going to go for a gank down bot lane. This is like the cheese. This is like, their bot lane is still level 1. So I want to just give this a try. That was a little bit too ambitious. It was a little bit intense. Um, So I was not really happy with my performance there, but I probably shouldn't have even flashed. It was not worth it. But I probably should have tried to go just again to like make sure like I at least go back and get his flash or something. But I go to farming instead. I really like the new jungle camps for Vi. They're quite easy for her to take. And yeah, so my plan for season 7, I'm gonna just talk a little bit about that while we farm the jungle here. My plan for season 7 is to go serious mode. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm gonna try hard, and I'm gonna get. Hopefully, I'm gonna get to diamond, and there will be videos, obviously, with me trying to do that. But my main. Oh, sorry about the mouse. My main champions for jungle are going to be Diana and Vi because they're similar. But since autofill is always active, here I'm just kind of waiting for her to blow her flash. She didn't really blow her flash. So here I just do the smart thing. I just go around. See, I just run around here because she's still standing too far forward. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a play here. Since this is like my duo partner, he is quite reliable. But I kind of did my Q a little bit early. So she's. I'm still going back in. I'm still just harassing her. And here this is kind of just a fuck up on my part. Um, so he couldn't exhaust the fizz because of when he's on his troll pull, you can't exhaust him. So that was a really bad play on my. That was like way too forced. I was forcing that way too much. The fizz should have helped the Cassiopeia push here. So we are not off to a good start this game. We have a lot more work to do here. So here I should go down to my Krugs. I don't think I do that because I want to gank the Cassiopeia, but actually I think I will. Never mind that. So yeah, um, I know that I can rely on this gangplank, which is why I'm trying so hard to get him ahead, but that kind of just got snowballed into our face by just pushing it too much. Like I was forcing it way too hard. And that's one of the things you could do as a jungler. You can mess things up by just trying too hard to make something happen. And I'm going to move the chat. I'm going to remove the chat. Hang on. Let's remove the chat. Okay. So, we are starting off maxing our Q. So, we go for a gank here. And I want to, like, I didn't get it. I managed to smite, and I get the kill here. Which is kind of good for me because that gives me some gold. I'm not sure if I can actually see the gold anymore. No, doesn't look like it. I don't know how. They might have removed that function. Unless I can like mouse over and see how much gold I've got. Nope. They do not let me see my gold. So here, we overstayed again. Yeah, it was a bad call, and I mean, it would have helped to have Vayne with us, right? But she was too busy farming her jungle. But that's not, like, I'm not blaming the, the, Kate, Vayne for that. Sorry, guys, I'm confused. So, we're 1 and 2. Did I not buy anything? Wait, am I am I dumb? Why didn't I buy anything? Okay, sure. I'll. Don't know why. Why did I not buy anything? Anyways, so I can't really say if I should have bought anything because I don't see my gold count. But I could have bought at least a potion or something like that. So this game is off to a really rough start. We are almost 2k gold down, and that's kind of rough. I'm taking a lot of damage from this. See, I should have had potions, right? But no matter. We're almost level 6. Um, and we kind of want to get that as soon as possible. Especially as his blue is almost up. I was really afraid going top lane here because I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't really willing to give them the dragon for free. It was kind of scaring me a little bit. I didn't want to do that. So this is why I think Vi is really good, is that she has really impressive ganks, although I haven't really shown that much this game. But also her ganking potential is really good, while she has really good, wave clear. Or jungle farming, I mean. So here, she's coming to ward. This is like perfect. I saw she was coming, so I just ult her. Flashed her ulti there, so not bad. She couldn't really do much. I flashed mostly after her, but I also had a feeling that, there was going to be the ulti. So that was a preemptive flash. I kind of had calculated what was going to happen. And I took no damage in return. So I choose to just go for the blue buff here. Um, I I wanted it because I was out farming the Malzahar, and he was kind of losing lane pretty hard. So I wanted to just get the blue buff for myself. It's kind of selfish, but yeah, sometimes that's just what you have to do. So there's 3 of them there. I'm not moving the camera around at all. I'm just gonna, take the easy route. I'm lazy right now. I just finished work. Um, Here I was like debating whether Dragon was warded or not. I was like, probably isn't. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a, and the Braum is gonna probably just show up here. I'm gonna just go for it. I think. I was like, it's really scary. But as soon as I saw Fizz on the top side of the map, I was like, okay, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. So you see, I'm not using my Q. I lose a lot of damage not using my Q because Q is what I'm maxing for, so it will obviously do the most damage. But I have some attack speed runes and my W, so I'm here. I used my Q because I was afraid I would not be able to do it without that damage. So here I'm just gonna go for the smite and then just get out quick. There we go. That's extra AD and AP for our team. And we have champions to build a lot of those stats. So we have a Vi. I generally build AD as a Vi. Malsar builds AP, Gangplank builds AD, Vayne builds AD right now. So generally, this dragon was good, but we're still 2k gold behind, so we cannot like forget that. Here I was, you might be wondering what I'm doing. I was actually asking my team if they wanted me to just build full tank, but I was like, no, I'll just go warrior. And I was like, they have 3 APs with an AP support, so I need to get Maw next item. Not bad choice. Maybe Spirit Resist would have been good too. But now that Maw gives cooldown reduction now. So Maw is really good to get as a for just overall for Vi because cooldown reduction is quite important for Vi. So everyone has to suicide it, and I'm the only one left alive. As I said, we're looking at this from my perspective. Um, Mostly as a learning experience. I mean, I'm commentating my thought process and what I should be doing. This is also for me to just see what I could have done better. So I'm watching my perspective, and here I just go for something really easy. She just gets 2 shot. That was a 3 shot. So that was a really easy kill. She just overstayed. And that was a shutdown, I think, as far as I know. So that is pretty good for me. And here I was thinking I need to help out top lane again. That's why I'm on the top side of the map. Wait. Oh yeah, go for red buff first. I'm not sure, but at this point I would like to help top lane, even though top line's not going that bad, but I still want to, go help him because as I said, this is solo slash duo queue, right? And when you're duoing with someone, you gotta like in most cases, you gotta just put a lot of faith in them and help them out. That's the way I see it. Like it's what's the point in duo queuing if you're not gonna use? Oh, okay, okay, I don't go top yet. So here I make a mistake. I go for the blue, and I take way too long to flash out. Instead, I should have just ulted the Fizz. That's what I should have just done. Just ulted the Fizz, I would get my courage of the Colossus shield, and it would have been okay. But, yeah, it's kind of sad, honestly, because the Fizz is now 7-1. That was just a stupid mistake. If I was going to do that, I should have ulted the LeBlanc instantly. She has no armor or anything. She's not that fed, and I could just eat her up with my damage. So I have a Hex Drinker now. And here's where I'm thinking, okay, I have to just focus on helping out top lane, but at the same time, I was still a bit disoriented. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do this game. Like I was still debating. So I start maxing my W second. I probably shouldn't. I probably should have maxed E second this game. Not. Okay, so here I'm just gonna go for a gank. And again, she's standing close, easy to gank. So I just ult her to make sure that she can't just ult us and then flash away. I used my ult to counteract the effects of her ult, which was worth it. And here I'm. This chain is so. I was gonna try to get my passive shield by just queuing her, but I missed that. I'm still getting used to Vi, so I do miss a lot of my skill shots. Okay, sorry, I had to take a little bit of a drink there. I'm not used to commentating this much. It's been a while since I did that. So what we're up against now is that I'm not doing so well. Our vein is fed. I am strong, but not fed. I'm not sure what I was standing around for. I was waiting for more MR, I think. Yeah. I wasn't quite sure why I stood around that long. So, the gold is still 2k apart, and a lot of that is because of the Fizz. The Fizz is now bot lane, and I kind of want to just abuse the top lane as much as I can now. So, I start running again. It's like I have some, yeah, and Vi damage. I probably shouldn't have taken that kill. I was just afraid that she would get away. I don't think he minds me getting the kill because he just wants to farm anyway. But obviously it would have been nice to give him that kill, but... So here we go for the tower, which, since they were fighting bot lane, it's a pretty good idea. I queue the wave here just to get it off a little bit. I don't want to take his farm, and here I'm just going to give him solo gold on the tower as well. Um, Go work on the Krugs. Good to steal the Krugs. Krugs are the highest XP, most XP in the jungle right now, except maybe the buff, so I'm not sure. I think Krugs give the most XP. And yeah, just gonna leave a 4 small. I didn't want to stay because Gangplank went back, so I didn't have any backup. So what I want to do here is clear my jungle before I go back. It kind of sucks that I can't see how much gold I've got. Oh yeah, I wanted to just work on the mid lane here. That's what I wanted to do. Never mind me, guys. I feel like this mid tower could be easily taken. So, since we've already lost a fight down bot lane, so I'm just gonna like try to work on the tower here. I don't know why Gangplank went down there. He was probably just trying to make a play, but in the meantime, I'm just pushing the tower. So I was willing to commit to this no matter what, even if I would die for it. So they're gonna do dragon. I was just gonna. So I would imagine that I have probably 2k gold. Oh no, yeah, I get caught again. Her chains go so far, and here I try to pop my Colossus again. I miss my Q. Yeah, I underestimated how long the LeBlanc chain would go, and that kind of screwed me up. But we are even in gold now, completely even, and that's from the 2 towers that I've taken, top and bot lane, or mid lane rather. So we evened it out by taking some towers. They're still ahead by 1 kill, but we have a red dragon. They have a cloud dragon. So when you look at the score, the biggest goal difference comes from mid lane farm and top lane farm. It's actually not the kills or the towers. Like they have 1 tower, we have 3. So what makes up for those 2 other towers that we have extra on top of them is mostly me out farming my opponent, even though he's got a lot of kills. I still have raw gold from farm. Our Gangplank, but their Cassio and their LeBlanc are out farming their counterparts. So they have a lot of gold that doesn't involve towers or kills. So I'm level 11 now, level 2 ulti. Uh, Mozart gets caught again. Not sure what I do here exactly. Probably could just stay under tower, should be able to just push this out. Here I probably should have left sooner, but I didn't really want to fight this, but I probably should have. I was not paying much attention, but Vayne is mopping it up. Oh, look at this is bullshit. That is so bullshit that it did not bring me over the wall. That pissed me off to like no end. Yeah, here I kind of baited my team a little bit, but they're still cleaning it up. I wanna go and like cut off the LeBlanc here, but I'm really low, so one combo from her could fuck me up. So, smited. Kill secured. I don't know. We should chase this kill. He popped his mastery too soon and then fizzed it. I should have just gone back and stopped chasing this. But I take some farm. I was really farmed this game. Like, compared to what I'm doing, I'm a jungler. I was really farmed this game, which in turn made me really strong. But Vi is best built, building damage in my part. Like, not completely damage, but like at least half damage. So Mama Mortius is a pretty good example of that. So their Jin is 1 in 6, so I'm like, I just want more magic resist now. That Jin is not going to do anything to me. So magic resist is what I'm going to work on next. Banshee's Veil, ideally, to mostly counteract the Fizz and the LeBlanc. And even maybe a Cassio ult if it's like a flash Cassio ult. Here I was going to go bot lane because I thought they were going to go for the tower, but nobody was. I was like, okay, I'll just go back up top. Like I said, the reason I'm watching this game is to point out my mistakes, and I was very all over the place this game. Oh, I hit the plant. God damn it. I was gonna try to hit the plant to push LeBlanc into my team, but um, she moved a little bit fast. The delay on the auto attack was actually quite big. Here I'm going in, and I miss again. Braum saves me a little bit here. I'm still dying. I managed to like get away. I don't know why the Jin wasn't trying to shoot at me. I could have probably fought this fight a little bit better, but my team is cleaning up. That I kind of suicided. That was just a bad mistake. Um, yeah, that was not ideal. But in turn, team gets to push. So I don't know what Gangplank. This just gotta highlight this play from Gangplank. He missed his triple barrel, commits to the fight, stays in tower range. I don't know what to say about that. Kind of needed a tower to be killed and then do that, but it's okay. So I have a lot of magic resist now, and maybe some I like Edge of Night might have been okay in this situation. But I was just thinking my team has enough damage, I might as well just tank up a little bit more damage. Like we have a 10 and 4 Vayne, we have a pretty strong Gangplank. He's at 2 items, so yeah. I do enough damage as is right now because they're all squishy. They don't have a tank or anything. And I'm not that fed. I have a lot of kills to my deaths. And the next dragon is a water dragon, which I don't care much about, honestly. But I was trying to ult here, but the Cassio W stopped me from ulting. Which, I don't know. I don't like Cass W. Here I just commit to the dragon, but yeah, here we just pile on Jin, which was a bad mistake. Gangplank and I should not commit my ult to that. But Fizz is dead now. My Q is on such a short cooldown because I'm really, really strong right now. I should have chased the, oh, she went back. I should have probably chased the Bard. Here, I just like, they can chase this kill. I'm gonna go push up to the tower. So we're still pretty strong right now. You could see my damage, but that was on a very weak 80 carry. But I still don't think my ulti on the 80 carry was really worth it there. He didn't even have ult. I don't see it as worth it. Um, so here I kind of want to make this bush play. I do this sometimes, but I don't know if it's a good idea. But there is a Jin there. But what I don't anticipate, you'll see. So I didn't need to do anything because I see here I'm just being greedy. I have probably close to 2,000 gold again. Here I made a mistake. I charged up my Q before the fish shark did damage to me. So it interrupted my Q. If I had not done that, let's go back a little bit. If I see here, if I saved my Q and then just Q'd him, like, because there was no way to stop it, so I could have Q'd him when he started ulting me instead. So, yeah, that was a major misplay on my part. So I have two magic resist items, and I have magic resistance boots. I still feel like I need more, but I think the next item I should get here is probably a Randuin's. Like, that's what I would ideally get in this situation. Um, let's just go watch the Gangplank while I'm dead. Probably more fun to do that. Since the death timers are getting so long. He wrecked him. What did he do? Oh yeah, he thought Cassio was coming. Alright, so I am back up with a lot of magic resist and a mission to kill, if you will. So, team is starting to get stronger. The simple fact is we're outscaling them. The red dragon is helping obviously, but we have a better late game. That's just how it is. Like we have a really good late game and their AD carry is pretty much non-existent. So here we go for the Baron. I'm pretty confident to like I don't lose smites on Barons a lot. So here I wait for the Fizz ulti so they can't just burst it down. Because he was obviously expecting me to keep going with the damage. But I completely stopped just to, make sure I could get it. And then once his smite was out, I just smited. Because there was nothing else going to happen. I don't know what I go and buy here. I don't think, actually, I didn't go and buy anything. Yeah, I could have maybe ulted the Vi there, but she was just going to dash away. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, it would be really helpful if I could see my gold. I don't know how in this replay system. You see how tanky I am? I'm tanking tower, I'm tanking LeBlanc chain. I should have released my Q sooner because then I would have lived. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Gangplank is just too fed now, and that. Okay, so Gangplank is really fed. He did a lot of it by himself, but a lot of it was also the pressure I put on top lane. I helped him get a couple of assists. I gave him first blood tower on his own, so I snowballed him pretty hard. Um, you might not think that I did much this game. You see, I'm 10 and 8 with three assists. You'd think that I didn't do much, right? I secured a dragon, right? I got top lane ahead. That's pretty much all I did this game. The rest was like bot lane won on their own. Their jungler did a lot but didn't do much with what he had. So let's just go back to me here. So I'm going for Randu. Yeah, I think it's Randuin's next item for me. So they're fighting in the jungle 2v5 or something. And somehow winning it because Malzahar is a very balanced champion. So yeah, they're still doing that. I'm pushing this. I don't know if my team should commit to, the fight anymore, but our Vayne is really fed so they can kind of get away with it. Instead, I'm just going to farm up here and push it. to the limit. But you see, I do a lot of damage. Got some wave clear. And here I'm just gonna like push on this tower. I don't know if I needed to. I probably could have just gone and ended, but they end up surrendering the game. So that is all to that game. I don't know if I get to see the victory screen or anything. Okay, no, I do not get to do that. So you guys can see here that this is what I'm going for with my champion pool. There's like these three picks. Rengar is probably going to end up being removed from the jungle pick. Nautilus, Scion, and Illaoi for top lane. Most likely going to be just Illaoi and Fiora though. Still working on that. And then if I get autofilled support, then Nami, Diana, and Soraka. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon for another one. Hopefully, I'll just call this preseason stuff. I don't know. We will return to Road to Platinum and then eventually Road to Diamond once we get into the next season. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed. Peace out.